Yay! Oh, I totally set it for the ad or the stuff to go right over your face.
Okay, that's fine.
I did not mean to do that because it was switched. It was switched around. But yes, thank you so much for following. I need to
Oh, you're
check
good,
something.
Levi. Welcome in, one next door. This is not my stream. This is her stream, but I'm here.
Hold on, I'm trying to check something. Okay. So in the Blue Mix Discord, we have a going live channel.
Levi.
Oh, shut up. Anyways, I've looked in there a few times after stream this last week where it doesn't show me like that I went live. And it turns out that Dee has it set, she's working on getting it for everybody, but she has it set to where it deletes it after you end stream. So that way people only see who's currently live.
Ooh, that's nice.
I don't know how she's doing it, but that's what she was working on, so I didn't realize, and I was like, oh, okay, well, next time I go live, I'll check that it's working during my stream.
Yeah.
So, but hi! I'm already got the munchies, so I've got, like, I had hot dogs I'm eating right now.
Raw hot dogs, raw.
Shut up. I've got some mini bell peppers with ranch, and then when I get a sweet tooth, I have Reese's dipped animal crackers. We got these at Costco today.
Those look good.
Don't they? I haven't tried them yet. I'm doing pretty good.
My snacks, I have these Kroger brands, pretzels, because, yeah. And then that's my salty, and then my sweet is chocolate chip Pop-Tarts. Although, I wish I had a toaster in here because they're the best toasted, but they're also really good not toasted. And then my drink of choice is Powerade Zero. Because all my soda is in my car, and because yesterday I went grocery shopping, and I was too lazy to bring everything in because it was all rainy and gross. And then today it's all snowy and gross. So... it's gonna be in my car for a little bit, but I purposely was like, since I bring the Powerade in, the pop can wait.
Yeah. I have, for drink, I have water in my Blue Mix Secret Santa cup that I got.
I love it, by the way.
Isn't it?
It's so cute.
It was on my throne wish list, so that when it, it was perfect. Yeah. But I was like, when they picked that, I was like, oh, this is gonna be my new streamed water cup.
Yeah.
And then I love this song. And then I've got a Coke that I'm halfway done with already, a Mountain Dew for when I'm done with that Coke, and the best Gatorade, Cool Blue, which is the lighter blue. The only reason I know the flavor is because when I order online, I have to make sure that I pick the right one, because the dark blue is not as good as the light blue.
I agree with you. Also, speaking of Gatorade, yesterday I got an email from it'll make sense, I promise. But I got an email from my landlord, and they're like telling us like precautions to take in our apartment with
yeah, with the freeze and all that.
Yeah, and they were like, the Arctic blast is coming, and they had like an attachment with all these. Thank
you so much for following.
With all these maps and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm like, I literally read it, and I'm like at Lemons, and I'm like, isn't Arctic Blast a Gatorade flavor?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, why did they call it that? Like, it's just funny.
Because it's a blast of cold air from the Arctic. Like,
but it's just funny. I'm like,
please tell me it's white. Did you look it up? Is it white?
Let me look it up. It might help if I spell the word right. No, it's the light. It's like the neon blue.
Lemon boy!
A wild lemon appears.
A wild lemon appears.
I was just talking about you and the Arctic blast. And welcome in, funded physician. Thanks for the follow. Anyone doesn't know, I'm Kelly's Kitties.
Yes. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm already high, so I'm so bad.
When you do the like title, you should put like at Kelly. So
Oh,
that
does
they
it
can
not
click
do
on
that?
me.
I thought on...
It does do that. It does do that. Never mind.
Because they're
I'm an
doing
idiot.
stream together. Okay. I was just making sure. But I made a special command for Get High. Like, it's literally titled Get High. So it posts the second Saturday of every month, or each month. Kelly and I get together to get high and be besties. As if we're not besties already, but that's how we behave.
Yeah.
And, chat went too fast. If you love her energy as much as I do, go follow. And then it does a shout out.
Hold on, I need to lecture Lemon. It is 8 p.m. and you haven't eaten? Sir. Sir.
Have you eaten before right now?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Like, did you have like a lunch or a breakfast or something?
Okay, when I came home, I fell asleep. I'll admit that for like ever. I woke up at 3. First thing I did when I woke up is eat.
Okay.
Because I was
so
starving.
the two depressed, like, ADHD girls, millennial girls, are more well fed than Lemon.
You know best, Lemon Boy. Lemons have to be... They need nutrition to continue to grow and stay healthy. You want to be a healthy
You have to
lemon.
fertilize yourself. Not just water.
Fertilize?
Oh,
I think
my
it's my
God.
job.
I was thinking like the lemon tree in Sims. I have to fertilize it to make it more perfect.
I don't think he wants to be fertilized.
Also, I got the cat cam to fit in, so you can see Cook Coffee's over there.
Yeah, aw. Also, yeah, Levi said that we love Kelly here except for Levi.
Well,
It's because I'm a
you
better
need to type in
mod
chat.
and they're just jealous. Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, I am here, and I am the best mod. Look at this proof right here. I like how I read it out loud.
Yeah. Found it already. Okay, if you could DM me that,
No.
I would really appreciate it. You're so awesome. Kelly's like the best mod.
I need
God,
to.
you guys. You know what I should do for Levi's entrance? I should do the clip that's like, if you redeem, lose your glasses one more time.
Yeah.
That's what I need to do that. I need to do that for all of my mods, and like really good friends, you know what I mean?
Have clips that are like walk-ons.
Hello, welcome in, Eric. Is that what you'd like to go by? Let me know. Good, how are you?
I've seen them in my chat before.
Make a clip for...
Is that right, Eric? I've seen you in my chat. I'm like, I know I recognize that username.
So Kelly and I, like, when we hang out, lately I've been obsessed with Phasmo, and so I've been making her play with me. But before that,
it's funny.
Before that, when we would hang out, it literally would be, we would get high and just do whatever, and like, it'd be like, we'd watch like trash TV on YouTube, play video games, work on stream stuff, and we're like, we need to take what we do and put it on the internet because we think we're hilarious when we're high. So, Sammy! Hi, Sam!
Yeah, he just wants to say hi, I guess. He literally jumped up here. I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
that.
he's not even, like, angry or anything. He looks so distinguished. Look at him.
Yeah. When he was a kitten, I had a collar for him. Obviously, he doesn't wear collars anymore because he's a brat, but
Yeah.
It had a bow tie.
Aww.
Yeah, I have pictures of him as a kitten with a little bow tie because of his mustache.
Yeah,
It
that's so
looked
cute.
cool. Now he's a cranky mustache kitty.
Skelly Skitties with Kelly's cat.
He's just chill. You know, this isn't the most comfortable for me, but I love you, Kitty. I love you, Sammy. Why do I call him Kitty? Like, I don't know his name. Literally,
I don't know if I can type this whole thing for "I am my asshole" for this one. I was gonna get a prediction started while while talking.
Oh, it's a long.
It's a long name.
You can okay. So what you could do is you could type like you could actually copy and paste it in the chat, but then in the prediction like shorten it, so people can read it from like the chat message.
Yeah, because you only put 45 characters.
What changed, Sammy? Nothing changed. Did you not like my suggestion to Jenny? You got your own opinions? I think his opinion was to stop streaming and pay attention to your cats only.
So I'll do this for like what? How long do you think we should put it for?
I don't know, like 3 minutes. Isn't that one of the options?
2 and 5.
Oh fuck! I guess 5, just in case. Because we can just chit chat and stuff. And plus, people can still talk about it in the chat.
Yeah, so this one is titled, "Am I the asshole for refusing to wish my friend happy Teacher Appreciation Week for simply helping her kid with virtual learning when I'm an actual teacher?"
Whoa, the prediction shows on your screen. It looks messed up. Copy and paste it and put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. There you go.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to wish my friend happy Teacher Appreciation Week for simply helping her kid with virtual learning when I'm an actual teacher? Ooh. Oh, this is hard because it could be like oh, just so you guys know, if you click at the top and see the pinned, right above it says view all. So you can click that to get to the prediction, just so you know. Cuz like if just in case you're like, oh, it went away. It didn't.
I'm gonna move the prediction spot. There we go.
They're never the asshole, I swear. I will say it's more not the asshole. And you know, my opinion on that is because if somebody
Thank you so much for the biddy.
But if someone is conscious enough to consider
that they're the asshole,
they're probably a little bit less of an asshole because they already, like, they're actually thinking about other people's feelings.
Yeah.
And regretting what they might have done. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, the assholes...
No. This teacher isn't saying she wants the praise. She's saying, should I be the asshole for saying I'm not wishing a parent who is not teaching a whole class Teacher Appreciation Week, is what it sounds like. Like,
so right now we're just, so right now this is the only context we have, is that sentence.
This would be mom, Jenny, like, your friend Christy or whoever, saying, like, hey mom, hey Dorothy, because that's, I know, your Happy Appreciation Week during COVID learning, like when Wesley was at home.
What's fun about this, Dee Dee, is that, right now we're voting on it from this simple, like, question.
Yeah.
And then Jenny will read the full story, and then we can actually so we're predicting what it is, and then Jenny will read the full story, and then we'll, like, decide what it really is. And, like, you win if you predicted correctly. So, like...
Teacher Appreciation's a big deal in the South.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's like, I didn't even know that was a holiday. Like, that's just not a thing
it's
here.
It's the first week of May or something like that. And at my school, actually, we have, like, a form we fill out that's, like, your favorites. And they'll send out an email, like, a week or two before, and they'll have, like, a link to all of the teachers at our school's favorites.
You know what's, like, kind of shitty is I don't remember at all me growing up and ever giving a teacher, like, a gift.
My mom makes gifts for Wesley to give. Like, for Christmas, she gave him, like, a candle. She used to do, the Dazzle, that MLM that's the jewelry.
Yeah.
And so she has a bunch of those. But, yeah. Like, I get it, it's not, but we, especially, paparazzi, thanks, Mom. Like, I don't know. It's a big deal here. I tend to get a lot of gifts Teacher Appreciation Week. So.
It would be nice if, like, your appreciation was, like, a higher paycheck. That would be nice.
It would be nice. And, like, schools will do something, too. Like.
It's like when corporations are like,
Teacher Appreciation Week is, like, the last month, Levi, so I think that's on purpose.
I was gonna say, it's like when corporations are like, we appreciate our employees, here's a pizza party. And you're like, this is cool, I love getting free food, but, like, I'd rather have a bonus or a raise.
Yeah. Okay, time is almost up. Most people are saying, no, this person is not the asshole. I put, is this poster an asshole? Not great.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
I don't think that's a thing anymore, is it, Levi? Is it for you, Jenny? Do you get apples?
No. I've never gotten an apple. I've gotten apple-themed things. Like, I literally, I have cups. Hold on.
Try not to hum or sing to the music because I'm not listening on it from stream. So, like, what I hear is so different
They're
than
not
what
in
Jenny
here. I
hears.
thought they were in here on my shelf. But, like, I have, like, one that's, like, Teach, Love, Inspire or something like that, or Teach and Coffee, and it has, like, apple on it. So, okay. Let's see if I can get through reading this. I, 31 female, am a middle school ELA teacher. That's English. I have a friend, also 31 female, who is not a teacher. She posted on her Facebook page the following message. Happy Appreciation Week to the real teachers out there, parents. Kids couldn't do this virtual learning without us. Followed by a lot of hashtags about going or being mom strong and whatnot. The fact that they said the real teachers out there
Are the parents. Oh,
so
I
already,
hate this
like,
person.
yeah,
Not the poster, but the person they're talking about.
Yeah, like, if they had said something like I don't know, if they would have said something like they were not the real teacher, but, like, that they were, like, an extra teacher or something, I think I would have understood. Hold on a second, my camera seems so freaking large in comparison to yours.
Does? Doesn't to me.
Like, I feel like I was so close. Like,
Okay.
I didn't comment on Facebook because I'm 31 and don't do Facebook arguments. I did, however, but we're on Reddit. I did, however, bring it up in a conversation we were having over the phone. So they're close enough friends to be having a conversation pretty frequently.
Yeah.
We were talking about her child's virtual learning. She's 8, so that's 2nd or 3rd grade. When she said how hard teaching is, when she said that's how hard teaching is. She says this a lot, but I have always blown it off because I never thought she actually believed that she was teaching until this moment. That's when I asked her if she really believed that status update that she posted, and she said absolutely. She then said she should be paid for teaching her child, and that any teacher virtually should not receive their full salary. Before you ask, yes, I am full-time in the classroom with an average of 27 kids each bell. I don't know what that...
Each period.
Yeah.
Or each, yeah.
Well, no, I don't know why that was specifically important, but I informed her she was not a teacher. She was a parent, and she was doing what she should be doing, parenting. She told me that she was because she was making her son do his schoolwork. I told her that's only a fraction of the job, and I have several other things to do, like grading, planning, creating activities, data gathering, assessing, parent contact, meeting, etc. She told me I am exaggerating, and I should thank her for being involved, as well as other parents for doing what she does. That's when she joked that teachers have an easy job and shouldn't complain so much. I told her she was being very dismissive and ignorant. Those are nice words for it. She told me that since I do not have kids, that I don't get how hard it is for parents to do their own job and mine. I just hung up on her and haven't spoken to her for 2 days. Was I the asshole here? Our friends are still siding with her, but my fiance is siding with me.
Who was siding with this other bitch? What the fuck?
That is ridiculous. Now, as a teacher who's also been in the classroom during COVID, I have questions about, like, what this 8-year-old is doing. Like, is this teacher having, like, Zoom meetings for each course, or are they just sending homework and that's it, you know? Like, if they're just sending homework, this parent is having to, like, teach and have them do the work, because if they have any questions, they have to help them. But if this teacher is, like, hosting classes and then giving them work to do, the parent is doing what normal parents do, which is make their kids do homework. You know what I mean?
Also, even if it's the like first example where they're just sending the work, like the parents create that schoolwork. The parents create the curriculum. You know, they create all the activities, all those worksheets that they're filling out. They're grading them. They're giving feedback.
You mean teachers? You're saying parents.
Was I saying parents?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, the teacher or the parent doesn't do shit besides, oh, you have to sit down, disciplining them to do the work. Maybe going over it. Yeah, I think that's crazy, Levi, that she wanted to get, like, a cut of her salary because the teacher wasn't in person, basically. That's it. That's, like...
It's ridiculous. Okay, I want to read what some of the stuff that people are saying, so...
Yes, yeah.
My mom said, see you Tuesday, but then she's still here. Okay.
Well, you know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See you next Tuesday. Oh! No, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Okay. All they're doing was making sure. Oh, help. I'm so confused. I get it. I'm getting heated. Levi's still in high school and is here like, what the fuck? Yeah, no. So I think there's an edit, but it doesn't look like it's actually them, like,
What's the edit?
updating. It says, oh my gosh, totally didn't expect so many positive messages. Thank you for making me feel so appreciated in a time where teachers are not getting much appreciation at all. You guys are the real MVP. And the thing is like, I realize, like, online, a lot of people do give teachers credit, but, like, in our day-to-day, it can be really hard to get any kind of recognition from, like, parents and admin and stuff like that. I'm very blessed in a different situation, but...
I hate that I've heard people refer to teachers as, like, glorified babysitters. It's like, you really have no idea what goes on in a classroom.
I know there are kids in my classroom who spend more time with me on a day-to-day than they do their parents.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, because because by the time they get home, you know, they only have so many hours till they sleep.
Yeah.
And then, like, if parents work on the weekend or something, they just don't see their kid as much.
It's just ridiculous. So, I call my free babysitter. But you know that they're not just babysitting. Okay, so I definitely think we all agree that they're the asshole.
No.
Right? No, they're not the asshole. I meant that the other person was the asshole.
Yeah, the person who posted is not the asshole.
So no, there you go. Okay. If you want to pin yours, I can just start if we just do, like, am I the ass, or is this poster the asshole? Oh, that's why I said poster.
Yeah.
When I read it again, I thought poster as in like a poster on the wall, and I misspelled person.
How high are you already?
Didn't think that high. Okay. Start prediction. There we go.
Hold on. I'm working on it.
No, you're good. They have over 5 minutes. Thank you so much for following. Welcome in. You have 5 minutes, so as long as you get it in there, it's not a big deal.
Oh, I was like I was in the prediction. I thought I was doing the prediction for my own.
Oh, I was saying we could just reuse the same prediction thing because it had only 45 characters. And then if you wanted to posters and pin it for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because you can pick the last one and, like, just redo that prediction. Right?
Why does this say 3? What is the other thing?
The other one is the last post. Like, the point.
Oh. Yeah, so it's, am I an asshole for saying I love my cat more than most people, including my family?
No.
I mean, I don't disagree.
I think they are not the asshole. Because I have a feeling if they had to tell people that, these people said some fucked up shit.
I don't know. But I agree. I mean, I care about... I don't know. Like, my dad I'm really close with, but a lot of people aren't close with their family.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't tell Josh that I love my cats more than him. You know?
Y'all put in predictions.
This is a real easy way to get points. Huh?
Can you put in a prediction for when I put up?
Pin what?
Oh, no, you did it. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say you could predict, but you posted it instead of me posting it.
I don't think I can predict as the streamer anyways.
I'm sorry. I'm like backwards because we had like an agreement before and
no, you're fine.
Confused.
It was just because I forgot that you could just reuse it, and because there's only 45 characters, it's hard to like type up the whole title.
Just a reminder, if you look up, I know it's going to show the pinned one instead. You need to click the pinned one and then hit the link above it that says view all and then click the prediction. Which is probably why people haven't predicted, because since we're doing it that way now, it's harder to see it.
Oh, you can also do it in points, channel points. Like, you can push channel points and it'll be at the top of channel points.
Alright, I'm gonna post yes, only because we need to have two. There needs to be, like, someone voting on each one.
It's not like you don't have points to spare.
Fire! Hello!
Hello, Fire! Welcome in! Oh my goodness.
Okay. Oh, are y'all ready? Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Am I the asshole for saying I love my cat more than most people, including my family?
They did also say most people.
Including my family.
Yeah.
I have had my cat named Butter for about a year now, who I adopted as a kitten. I've had cats before, but Butter is not like any other cat. This boy is the most loving baby in the world. I know he truly loves me. He always greets me when I come home from work. He sleeps with me every single night. He loves sleeping on my chest. He wakes me up with headbutts, purring in my face every morning. Aww. He's always purring when he's around me. I've never had a cat love me this much, and he honestly has been a great source of joy in my life for the past year and helped me when I was going through a rough patch. Last week, I was home visiting my parents when the topic of marriage and children came up. As my 27 female younger sister, 21, is getting married soon. So that means like her younger sister's getting married soon and she's 27 and hasn't gotten married. And my mom made a comment about how she hopes it'll be my turn next, to which I responded that I have no desire to have children and I'll get married if and only if I find someone that would be a good addition to my life. That clearly upset my mom, and she made a joke about how she just hopes I don't end up alone with a bunch of cats. I said that would be my dream life. Then my dad chimed in and said that I can't substitute having a family with cats, and I told him that I love Butters more than most people. Then my mom was like, "So you'd pick your cat over your family?" And I said, "Probably," after which they decided to change the subject. But of course, after being told that I'm not normal and that my views on relationship, etc., is unhealthy and that I should see a therapist. My mom has been acting off since that convo, but I think my reaction was valid and I refuse to apologize. Am I the asshole?
I don't think they're the asshole.
No!
Like I've said, they had to say some fucked up shit for them to have to say that.
I'm like, the thing is like, as a woman, you just get this pressure all the time. Like,
Yeah.
family always asking about marriage and kids. And like, it does suck having that conversation, and when you always get like a negative response when you say you don't have the desire to have kids. And as someone who loves cats, I do take a little offense to the thing that's supposed to be an insult, is that you're gonna be a crazy cat lady
Or be alone
like,
with a bunch of cats. Like
that's the dream, baby.
yes. If I could sustain having like 15 cats, I would do it. If I could clean up after that many cats and feed that many cats without hurting my wallet so bad. I already hurt my wallet with the 2 I have.
All right, especially with vet bills.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, you're asking about children, and then you insulted her about being alone with cats when she has a cat.
Yeah.
What did you think she was gonna say when you said, "Oh, you'd pick your cat over your family"? Like,
That's
that
so
is her
stupid.
family.
Don't ask questions you don't want to hear the answer to.
Exactly.
If you're not prepared for both options, assuming it's only 2 yes or no answer, if you're not prepared for either answer, don't ask the fucking question.
I'm gonna read a few. There's no edit or anything. This was less than an hour ago that this was posted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's only a few comments, so I'll just read a few of them. Not the asshole. Maybe the comment about choosing your cat over your family might have been a bit mean to say to the family, but otherwise you are totally justified in not wanting children and only getting married if it adds to your life. I'm 34, female, and single. I don't want kids either, so I'm with you there. Decentering men/romantic relationships and only going into one if they add positivity to your life is important. After all, the stats do say single childless women are the happiest demographic. LOL. Yeah, all the comments on here say not the asshole.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Like, I don't know.
Someone said, not the asshole. I'm a single mom with 2 cats. The only person that really comes above my cats is my daughter. LOL. I'm planning to getting more. If I ended up an old lady with 50 cats, that's heaven.
That's heaven.
Like, why is that the insult? Yeah, okay, definitely. Did you already redeem it or whatever?
Mm-mm. Oh, I have to do it because you didn't. Because you did you were part of the...
Yeah, because I voted. So, not the asshole.
I ordered chicken and egg from Amazon. I'll let you know which comes first.
Oh my
DJ.
gosh. How are
Thank you. Amazing. Amazing. So I want to get people's initial reaction to this title. Really, like, I'm gonna say the title and give you guys a second, and then I read the very first, like, 5 words, okay? and it only solidified what I'm about to say, okay? So, am I the asshole for yelling at my son's teacher and making her cry?
Oh my god.
I instantly say yes, right? It's also a 36-year-old male who did this, and he specifically says her cry. So this is a man yelling at a woman who's trying to teach their child, and a boy too. So it's like a man yelling at another woman about a boy. I think they're the asshole. Yeah. So I'm gonna post this, and then
Like, the only, like, if I'm playing devil's advocate here, I doubt it, but I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
yeah.
What if, like, she deserved it? Like, what if she did something horrible?
I mean, I can see that, but yeah, I like what Fire said. Like, I'm 97% sure the parent is the
Yeah.
asshole. Like, if something really bad happened, why didn't they just go to admin?
Yeah.
Obviously, they either think that it didn't happen, or they think that, like, they're righteous enough to solve it themselves. And I'm sorry, it's not like parents are, like, our boss. And they think they are. They really think they're our boss. It's like, no, your vote counts for a lot, but you cannot walk into my classroom and tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And this one's a little longer, and I do see that there's an edit. So this one's only 6 months old.
Okay.
It's not very old at all.
Had a friend nearly die in high school because of a teacher, nurse, incompetent, and admin just shrugged.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
That should have been a call the cops thing anyways. It's hard because it's like everybody voting the same side.
Vote in the prediction. At the top of chat, hit view all, and then you'll see it. Or, oh, it might be easier. Yeah, just go into your channel points. And it's in there under challenges and predictions. It's the one at the top. Go vote, go vote, go vote. Do you think they're gonna be the asshole for yelling at my son's teacher and making her cry?
Oh my god.
That's awful. If I came into my son's teachers and made them cry, I'd be and banned from school. I mean,
well, and the parent knows they made her cry. Like, this isn't like
right on the spot. Like,
yeah.
You know how sometimes it's so bad you can't.
Like, I've had times where, like, I've had conversations with parents, like, that have stressed me out enough to cause me to cry, but I didn't cry in front of them. I'm also a wuss, so.
They still shouldn't hurt your feelings, though.
Yeah. The current one is, am I the asshole for yelling at my son's teacher and making her cry? And the only information I gave from the story is that this is a man who posted this.
Vote before it runs out, Levi. Vote, vote, vote.
You might have to be our other vote with the
I will.
amazing amount of points you have.
I don't have that many, but
How many do you have?
18,000.
It's less than I thought, but you also use your points pretty frequently.
Especially with your challenges lately. Like, every
Yeah.
time I do the 2000 max, that'll...
It turns out bad.
Hey, it does happen!
True.
Oh, yeah, do your daily check-in. I didn't even do that.
Jeez, Kelly.
Oh, no. 114. Hell yeah.
I think you're supposed to have one more, but my thing was set to the,
It's fine.
yeah, it was set to, like, the default, and I guess 100 is the default.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, geez, only 100? Okay, so the time's almost up, so I'm gonna read it. So, last Thursday, I, 36 female, got a call from my son's school telling me I needed to come and collect him because he had passed out during class.
Ooh.
Okay, do they mean passed out like fell asleep or passed out like just like knocked out? Welcome in, Scott. Okay, so my son has passed out a good few times before, so we've made sure he knows what to do when he starts to feel faint to make sure he doesn't hurt himself. Okay, so it was like conked out. However, when I arrived at the school, my son was holding an ice pack to his head. When I asked about it, the nurse told me he had hit his head when he fell. I wondered why he hadn't laid down like we taught him to do. I brushed it off and decided to ask him about it later as he was still kind of out of it. Okay, I think I'm changing my POV already. The next day I asked him about it, and what he told me made my blood boil. Apparently, when my son had first started to feel like he was going to pass out, he tried to tell his teacher. When he stood up to talk to her, he was immediately yelled at to sit back down. The next time he tried to tell her, she told him that he didn't look sick, so he wasn't allowed to go to the nurse's office.
Oh my god.
Then his class was doing an activity that required standing for practically the rest of the lesson. Before the activity started, my son, yet again, told the teacher that he felt like he was going to pass out and asked if he could sit the activity out. The teacher responded by yelling at him, claiming he was being lazy and was making excuses. My son's friend was getting worried about him, so he told the teacher, who then started yelling at his friend, accusing them both of trying to get out of the lesson. Not even a minute later, my son passed out, and according to his friend and a couple other classmates, she acted very shocked, as if she hadn't been ignoring him trying to tell her how he had felt the last 5 minutes. I am extremely worried about the impact this will have on my son, as when the fainting first started, he didn't tell any of his teachers, as he was scared that they were going to yell at him. This resulted in quite a few injuries from falling. It had taken a while for him to start telling them when he's feeling faint, and I'm afraid the incident will cause him to stop asking, and he will get hurt, or he'll hurt himself. Okay, yeah, no, I've changed my main.
My god, this is... Ooh.
I had wanted to go down to the school that day, but my son had stayed off and my wife wasn't home from work yet. The following Monday, I arranged a meeting with the principal. After I explained what had happened, he called in my son's teacher, who then tried to deny the fact that he had told her anything, and he had just randomly collapsed. This is where I may be the asshole. By this point, I was pissed. I began to scream at her, yelling about how my son could have gotten hurt. I was so pissed, I hadn't even noticed that she'd started to cry. By that point, I was asked to leave by the principal. My wife and some of my friends think I'm in the right, but my parents and the other half of my friends think I went too far. I don't know about this one. What do you guys think? Am I the asshole? So there is an edit with some answered questions. So at this moment, I think that they're not the asshole.
So, yeah, I think that, yeah, it could have been better handled. But they're not the asshole. Their, reaction is totally, I understand where they're coming from with that. No one seems to care With this kid
like
is passing
fell
out and
over.
fainting. Yeah, and
Yeah.
warned the teacher, and then the friend warned the teacher. And he's never gonna be comfortable again with that teacher to tell that
Yeah.
he's feeling like he's gonna faint.
So I can see one of the edits. The first one says we are not in the U.S., so a 504 plan is not in place. Which a 504, for anybody who doesn't know, is like it's the title of a type of document that tells us when they have specific needs, not always like learning needs. Like it could be they have like a health issue we need to be aware of, or like quirks that we need to know that they just can't handle, whatever. It's stuff that's not like extended time on a test or no pop quizzes. Like it's more life-based things. So that would be my first reaction is why are the teachers not informed anyways?
Mm-hmm.
2, my son is in middle of getting a diagnosis. Doctors say most likely option is POTS. Yeah, so it's not like an IEP. An IEP means that like they have a developmental learning, I don't want to say issue because I don't like that word. I had an IEP growing up, but that's the best word I can think of right this second, where they need changes to like a normal classroom. 3, my son is 13, and I would say he's a fairly well-behaved kid, only sometimes getting in trouble for stupid shit that a 13-year-old boys do. He usually stops after he gets a verbal warning. We've never had any major issues with his behavior. And it says, yes, the teacher is aware of his episode. So the teacher should be aware. If the teacher's aware, then she should not have been...
And she doesn't even have the excuse of, oh, well, this kid is always trying to skip class. This kid is always talking, raising her hand, saying stupid stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, I just thought it was that again, because the kid is known to be well-behaved. And they even mentioned before that he felt nervous telling them. So I think that can show that, like, it's a kind of like a shy kid.
Yeah. Well, and
it's not like a class clown, you know what I mean?
Like, I know that they said that, like, they specifically used, like, that they are yelled at to sit down. I'm gonna be honest, especially as an elementary teacher, kids just stand up whenever they want to. In the middle of a lesson. And it drives me crazy. So constantly, I am actually yelling, sit down! Because one of my class rules is to ask before getting out of your seat. So, like, that's one of those ones where I know parents hate, like, for some reason hate the fact that we tell that kids to sit down. And get frustrated when they do it all the time. But, yeah, no. And I agree, Fire. If they had been, like, the sub, I think that would have been different. Because teachers also, it's really hard to put all of our requirements in our sub plans. Like, a lot of schools, it's like you can't walk into a single classroom and there's not a kid, or like a single kid doesn't have a 504 or an IEP. And for a sub that most of the time is there like a day, they don't need all that information. Mm-hmm. You know, so.
Yeah, I like what Scott said about it being, you know, when it comes to the safety of one's child, this seems like an appropriate reaction. Yeah, like, I feel like if it was something not as important, I would be angry with the dad for yelling. But this is, we're talking about the safety and health of this. I mean, if he falls, you could hit his head, he could have a really bad injury or something.
He could have permanent damage depending on how he hit it and stuff. Like, it could be very serious. I mean, and I will be honest, as a teacher, sometimes your first response is just to tell them to do what they're supposed to be doing. But I've had kids, like, they just don't ask for permission and they say what it is that's going on, and that's where I go, oh, okay, let me handle what we need to handle. Like, so, like, I understand that the kid may have not liked being told to sit down at first, but, like, when they said that they told the teacher and the teacher was like, you don't look sick.
That fucked up. That is messed up.
Yeah. So, alright, let me So they're no, they're not the asshole.
They are not the asshole for yelling at that teacher. Crazy, huh?
We have 3 in a row or no.
Yeah.
That is.
Are you ready for this one?
Oh no, yeah. I don't know. So I don't know any of the other ones that you have. Oh, Levi made out with like a bandit because I think they were the only ones that did 2.
I did it too.
Oh, okay.
Look at the mods. Like, look, the mods are like sacrificing our points, and then we end up winning because it's just like, what? So I'm just gonna read the title right now before I put it in.
Yeah.
I found another cat-related one.
I'm gonna make the timer shorter on the prediction this time.
Okay.
Like, because I feel like 5 minutes is too long because we want to get to the story.
Am I the asshole for telling my roommate / best friend to get rid of 2 out of 7 of his cats? We live in a 1.5 bedroom apartment.
Oh, okay.
That's literally in
1.5 bedroom? What is 1.5? Oh, do they mean like? No.
I don't know. I'm just posting. Like, I'm just copying and pasting. Oh, you got it? Good job, Jenny. We don't have money to buy anything, so we don't like that message.
All I saw was something promote, and I just blocked it.
Well, they mentioned buying followers. You know.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even read the whole thing.
Right, yeah. The half is usually bathroom. Exactly, Fire. That's why I'm like, what is, like, maybe
I was wondering if that's what they meant, but...
But they could also, like, I don't know how old they are, but, like...
And the fact that they said
mean, like,
best friend...
The master room, and then the other room, because the other room's smaller. Like, maybe that's what they mean by that? Or maybe it's a really small room. And they're like, that's a half a room. Like... But yeah, 7 cats is a lot.
That is a lot in a situation like that, too. Like, I wouldn't even want 7 cats in your apartment if there was 2 people. Like, and obviously, It sounds like they're not sharing a room, possibly. Or what, I don't know. Like, it's hard to tell, like, you know, so, like, yeah.
Yeah, this one's hard.
Because we have Scott in this house, I wouldn't want 7. But if, like, we didn't have Scott, I would be like, I could fit 7 cats in this house and be happy.
Yeah, but your house... I got lost in your house.
Okay, but, like, it has 1 long hallway and that's it. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I think this is the clip. I think that's the clip where you say, my boyfriend Cream.
Yeah, it is. The famous.
That's a great one.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Oh,
did we get votes on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. To start off, I want to say I have a cat allergy / asthma. I moved in with my best friend 2023 March.
Can I pause you for a second?
Yeah.
Scott just said, what I'm hearing is that I'm worth about 4 cats since you're planning on getting a 3rd still. You're worth... I don't know if this is mean or not, but, like, you're worth at least 1 more cat. Like, I would not get 4 cats with Scott in the house. And I freaking love my cats, so I feel like that is high praise.
Yeah.
So... Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, to start off, I want to say I have a cat allergy / asthma. I moved in
So
with
why
my
did they move in
friend.
with them?
This was posted 3 hours, by the way.
Oh my god.
I moved in with my best friend 2023 March. At the time of me moving in, he already had 3 cats.
Hydrate.
Yeah, he already had, so by the time we moved in, he already had 3 cats. So they already knew.
Oh, we have an ad starting in like 10 seconds.
Oh.
Do you want me to snooze
Okay.
it? Or do you want me to...
we can.
Okay.
Let's just do our hydrate, and I'll just read it all over again when the ads are over. We can chill.
So somebody comes with 4 plush cats. I'm getting kicked out.
Oh my gosh. I'm just, you know what, Scott? Be happy that she hasn't already done it. The fact that she has 2 cats and wants more is dangerous. Because that's like, once you get to 3 cats, it's just... So be glad she hasn't traded you for cats yet. Honestly. Because it's going to get there. Eventually, she's going to be like, she's going to go in the alley with you, and there's going to be someone just holding a bunch of cats. And she's just gonna be like, I offer you him.
Let's trade.
And it's like a really sketchy trade in an alley.
Well, and like...
I like how that was like, it's meant to be lighthearted, but like if you think too much, that sounds really dark.
Yeah. Well, and like... Why would you ever move into a house with someone that has lots of animals when you have asthma and a cat? Like, the fact that they had 3 cats already. Now, if they're really your best friend, unless these cats just, like, were, like, cat distribution center given to this person, like, if you seeked out more cats, okay, you kind of are an asshole for getting more cats in this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to say, I told Josh, like, if Scott ever moves out, I would move my stream room into where their room is right now, and make this room a cat room. Like, with cat trees and toys all over the floor, and, like, this would be my cat's room.
Mm-hmm. And that could also be where you have the food and the litter boxes. Mm-hmm.
And this room is right next to my bedroom.
Literally, Scott. Literally.
Not my husband. My roommate.
He's approved the 3rd one. Like,
he's not gonna approve more than 3.
If Scott left?
Mm-mm. Because we'd have to pay more in rent. And our other bills.
What if Scott left and some miracle you would pay the same amount in rent? Maybe.
Like, with Josh, or with Scott pays approximately a fourth to a third of rent, because we do it by square footage. So they pay for their room, and then they pay a third of the shared space, and then they pay half of the hobby room because they share it with Josh. So, like, it's a few $100s just for rent that we would have, like, be paying. And then we have, like, electric, water. The car that they drive is on our insurance, so they pay for the insurance on the car. Wi-Fi. So, like, all of that stuff being, like, on our own would be a lot. So, okay. You ready?
No, my mouth is full. I can see that, though. Hold on.
I wasn't sure if you were looking.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna read the title and everything. Am I the asshole for telling my roommate / best friend to get rid of 2 out of 7 of his cats? We live in a 1.5 bedroom apartment. To start off, I want to say I have a cat allergy / asthma. I moved in with my best friend 2023 March. At the time of me moving in, he already had 3 cats. I moved in regardless because I needed a place to stay and was willing to put up with the allergies or whatever. We split rent, chores, bills, etc. 50-50. I was already familiar with his current cats. They're pretty antisocial and were rarely seen around in the general areas, usually staying under the beds or sofas. But since the area we live in is so small, I still would get affected by them allergy wise, even though they are never around me. After I moved in a couple months later, two of the cats ended up pregnant.
Oh. Okay.
Because my roommate neglected getting one of the males fixed.
Can we
Leading
pause
to
it for a second? I'm gonna assume neglected means they said they were gonna do it and didn't do it. Okay. Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a weird word because of the connotation. Like, it's a correct word, but it kind of like when you hear
Like,
neglect.
do they mean neglect as in like they really didn't do it when they said they were, or this person feels like they should have done it?
It probably feels like they should have done it.
Yeah.
Leading to around 5 kittens. Without any warning in advance, my roommate told me he was deciding on keeping 2 of the kittens. He did not even bother running this by me or mentioning it till he already made up his mind. Keep in mind, he knows I am allergic to them, and I figured 3 cats in a small space was enough to be content with, but apparently not. His own parents got word of this and even tried to reason with him to not keep any more cats, but ignored any objection to his decision. I was tempting on just moving out, but since we were getting such a deal on rent, I figured I could find a way to manage with 2 more cats. Also, he made this decision in May, 2 months after I moved in. Since then, it's been a hassle trying to maintain my side of the apartment clean of cat dander. He barely tries to assist in keeping the cats in his side of the apartment and lets them run wild, even to the point where he even allows them to run rampant in my room. I come home from work sometimes and find 3 cats running out of my room. Fast forward to June 2023. He texted me telling me, "Hey, I have to take 2 of my mom's cats because she's going to get kicked out for having too many cats." Like, what? Again, this was out of the blue without a heads up or anything. I had no say in the matter either, since I didn't see the text till I was on my way home from work and got home to find 7 cats fighting in my apartment. He didn't even know how to introduce the new cats properly, which led to an all-out brawl in our living room. For the past 6 months now, I have had to live with 7 cats when I had a bad allergy to them. He hasn't made any attempts to get rid of his mom's cats that were supposedly only going to stay in our house for a month or so. It's been 6 months. Too long didn't read. I moved in with a friend in a 1.5 bedroom apartment who has 3 cats. I am allergic to cats. He knows that. Over the span of 8 months, he managed to add 5 more cats to our apartment without giving me a single say in the matter, even though we split everything 50-50. Am I asshole for trying to get him to get rid of some of them? No.
No, I don't think they're the asshole.
They said it's hard to hear me.
I fixed it.
Oh. Thanks.
I just didn't want
I
to
missed that
stop
part.
you because it was something I could do myself. Yeah, I don't think they're the asshole.
Which is so funny. Well, I was on the fence when I just read obviously the title, because it's kind of like context here. He has a cat allergy. They're going in his room. It's one thing for the shared space, but it's going in his bedroom.
Yeah, and I assume that this person would be like, I close my door when I leave, kind of thing.
Yeah, especially don't want the cats in there. I'm sure
Yeah.
they close it.
Like just to put as an example, like with Scott, he doesn't hate our cats by any means, but they can be annoying. So like they close their door, and they've never been like mad either at us or even at the cats for like, he'll get frustrated like, oh man, I should have seen them coming, but never been mad at them for being in the room if they didn't close the door. You know what I mean? Like, so it makes sense to be mad if like if I went and opened up their door and was like, here you go, Cookie, you can be in here.
That's way too many cats.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have. It sounds like they got it. The roommate has.
So they have
I don't
7
know.
cats plus kittens. Because they said
Yeah.
5 kittens were on the way or whatever.
So it said.
It was long, so I lost some information in there.
So it was 5 kittens, but they wanted to keep 2 of them. So they
okay.
so there was 5 kittens, and then 3 of them they got rid of. Was like, why didn't you get rid of those other 2?
Yeah.
When your roommate is allergic. Like, this isn't just like your roommate doesn't like cats. He's allergic. Or you would at least bring it up.
Yeah, it's...
You have a shared, like, living space with someone. You need to ask before, like, adding animals. Don't you think?
I plead the 5th.
No. You plead the 5th?
I didn't ask Scott about either of our cats, and one of them I seeked out.
Okay.
So, like, I fully understand what you're saying, but if I say yes...
What if he was allergic to cats?
Okay, then yes, I would 100% agree with that. But if I say yes to you should be asking, I lose.
You're a hypocrite.
So now Scott has ample amount of space to not have to be around my cats, so I don't feel bad. I would call you out in a second if I said yes. Because I didn't.
I'm sure you would.
Because Cookie, I feel like she was accidental. Okay, and so like,
yeah,
we didn't really ask Scott, but we did tell Scott like, here's the situation, and they're like, okay, but like Coffee, I just came home with a cat one day. I just was like, I need to have a cat, or I need a second cat, and I felt like going to the shelter, so I just went and got a cat and brought it home. Now, luckily, Coffee is a wonderful cat.
And they get along so well.
Yes.
Do you remember
doing stretchies
when we tried to prank Josh when I was there?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The first time I visited Jenny, at some point we went to the mall, and they had one of those like
I'd had Cookie already, and we only had her for about a month.
Yeah. And so we're in they have like one of those like adoption places like in the mall. And they had cats and dogs, and we like wanted to play with one of the cats, so we did, like where you sit down and actually play with the cat, like they take it out and everything.
Yeah.
And I took a picture of myself with the cat, and like we took pictures of each other with the cat. So
it wasn't just like holding the cat smiling, like it was like us like cradling it and looking like we were petting it, or like I think one of us was playing with it. So like we made it look like this was like like when you're finding your soul cat kind of thing.
so she says to Josh, how does he react?
He was like, "You're lying." I was like, "No, really?" And he's like, "You're lying." And was like, I was like, "How do you know I'm lying?" And he goes, "Because if you would never do that, for one."
But he still, when we came home, he did look, before you had told him, he did look nervous. Because I think there was some doubt in his mind, like, but what if Kelly somehow convinced her, you know what I mean? Like, this is a different situation. Because when we walked in there, you walked in there first, and you said, like, that I had the cat.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like trying to be polite, I think, because I was there. But you could just see it on his face that he was just like uncomfortable.
Yes.
Like just had at least a little bit of fear of like, oh God. Now I was living with my dad at the time. Now mind you, I have 2 cats and my dad has 2 cats. And I was living with my dad. It was going to be temporary, but it was like a long time. And this is like when I first started living with my dad. This was like 2.5 months after. Yeah. So, so like, and it was one of those things that I was probably gonna stay there for, several months, not, like maybe even years, which didn't happen. But at the time, we were like, that might be what happens.
Yeah.
So I live with my dad, so it affects him a lot. So I sent it to him. Mind you, we have four cats in the house already. And my dad is like so polite. He's like, "Oh, that cat's so cute. Oh my god, how much is it going to cost you to put it on the plane on your way home?" Like all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I told him, I said, "Dad, it's a joke, don't worry." He was like, "Oh my god, I am so high right now, and I was so scared." And he's like, "But I didn't know what to say," because also like the reason, like, just backstory, there was some trauma that happened. That's why I moved in with my dad.
Yeah.
So I feel like he was really
he was
like
scared of like hurting your feelings or like
yeah, being like, if she needs this cat, I guess we'll figure it out.
yeah.
But like, but when I told him, he was like, "Oh my god, I'm so relieved," because I was terrified. I was so scared. I was like, yeah. We had like our issues with having 4 cats because Sam hated them all.
Yeah.
And Mila, I put her in the carrier. I dropped the carrier down, opened it up. She walked in. "Oh, this is my this is my house now." Like she was the boss of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So funny. She just does that. Anyway, I'm gonna say not the asshole for this one. Let's see about some comments. Not the asshole. Living with allergies in a small apartment with 7 cats is a huge deal, especially when you agreed on something different. It's fair to ask for a change when your health is on the line. It sounds like it's time to have a serious talk with your roommate or consider finding a new place. P.S. Please use paragraphs and indentation. It is literally like
a block.
Yeah, it's a block, and like so they do have periods, but they don't have any capitalization. So like every sentence starts with a lowercase. Everything's lowercase. And then except for like the months that he mentions, like he actually uppercases those, but he doesn't uppercase the beginning of a sentence.
Oh my gosh.
Or the letter I, which I know a lot of people do text. And there's only 1 space in between every sentence instead of 2. And it's just like the format is a little bit like...
There's only 1 space between sentences now.
Really?
Computers. Yes. So this is so a real life conversation that happened, okay? I learned how to type on a keyboard, but this was in like 2005, okay? Josh's mom learned how to type on a typewriter, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Early keyboards and computers, very similar to typewriters in the fact that the way you typed was very similar. Josh never learned to type, but like learned like writing on a computer or whatever, like in high school. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I was typing for Josh and something like that, and I noticed that he hadn't put double spaces after some of his sentences. And so I was fixing them, and I said something to him about it, and he goes, "Well, you're not supposed to do that." So, yes, you are. I was taught in a typing class that when you put a period, you put 2 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And his mom backed me up and was like, yeah. And then we looked it up. On older computers, yes, that's what happened. Because the space was not a size that would make it easy for you to see a period and then the sentence starting. But now computers automatically create the space you need with a single space. Like, it's slightly bigger, but it's not a double spaced position, like, space.
Interesting. Huh.
Which, like, now I could never do a double space after each sentence when I was typing. But, like, I learned how to type when I was, like, 12.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this out in college.
I didn't know. I still thought it was a double space.
So, yeah. Okay. So, I have 2. One is about a...
Did you do the thing already?
I haven't. I was gonna see which one you guys wanted me to do.
Oh, I
So
mean,
have...
like, did you complete the last prediction?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I have one that is a mother-in-law to a daughter-in-law about her child. And then I have one that is a fiance to her future sister-in-law that has to do with an ex.
Ooh. Fiance to sister-in-law sounds juicy because
Okay.
like the in-laws, but you're not married yet. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's when
Like, you
things
have
are
it,
like,
and this one's a little shorter, but yeah. Okay. Let me get the prediction started, and then I'll read the title and...
Are we allowed to do like not safe for work ones?
Yeah, that's fine. Am I the asshole for telling my future sister-in-law that I won't attend a party if my fiance's ex-wife is there?
Whoa, there's a lot there.
Yeah. And this is a very short story, so...
Are you gonna put it in the chat too so we can read it?
Yes. There we go.
There we go.
So I'm
Since
gonna
it's
ask
like a
for telling my
shorter-
future sister-in-law what I won't attend, that I won't attend the party. So I'm wondering, like, what kind of party it is. You know what I mean?
Telling my future sister, oh no, I won't attend the party if my fiance's ex-wife is there. All right, so I'm gonna assume that the fiance, the husband, has children with his ex-wife.
Okay.
The only reason I say that is because if he doesn't and the ex-wife is still at these family things, that's weird.
Yes, I agree.
But a lot of times when you have children together, you know, they're part of the family.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think the ex-wife is probably there for the kid, but we don't know anything about the ex-wife.
Yeah.
Or the
I
fiance.
ultimately don't think that the fiance is the asshole. That's what I'm gonna assume. Nobody's voted that they are the asshole.
Or that they're not.
That they're not
There's
the asshole.
I just did it.
Oh, so most people think they are the asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very telling future sister-in-law that they won't attend the party.
Okay, so, like I said, this one's pretty short. So, my 28 female fiance, so the poster is 28 female, fiance is 38 male, was previously married to a woman I will call C, who was also a 35-year-old female. So she is younger in this situation by 7 years.
Okay.
C and I don't get along well. I don't like the fact that C and my husband are still friendly with each other. Okay, that really just depends on if there's kids.
Yeah.
Because, like, if somebody said that about my mom and dad, I would be pissed. Because it's like, they have 2 kids together.
Right.
My future sister-in-law, who is 37 female, so older than her brother, is hosting a family barbecue tomorrow to celebrate her son's 5-month birthday. Oh, 5 male. So he's about to turn 5. The entire extended family is invited. However, I do not like the fact that my fiance's ex-wife is invited.
Well, if she's family.
Yeah. Well, if she's family because there's a kid, then yes. So,
yeah,
okay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. My future sister-in-law doesn't exactly know why I don't get along with C, so I wasn't upset to see her name on the guest list. Oh, she didn't know sorry. Didn't exactly know I don't get along with C, so I wasn't upset to see her name on the guest list she sent in our group chat. I previously told my future sister-in-law that I am not comfortable with my fiance's ex being there, with the hope that she would remove C's name. So she wasn't upfront about it. She was just like, this doesn't make me comfortable. But it's like, okay, then stay on opposite sides of the party.
Yeah, like, you don't, yeah.
Yeah. My future sister-in-law said that she and C have been friends for a long time. C is the godmother to her son. C and my future sister-in-law are devout Catholics. So she won't be uninviting her as it's so familiar and religious significance to her and her kids. Okay.
Okay.
My future sister-in-law literally told me that I could try to ignore C and the party or just try to accept the fact that she and my husband are still friends and get along with her. I refused and told her that her friendship with C and her religious bullshit with her didn't overtake the fact that I am marrying her brother and should be a priority guest as will soon her. I will soon her. I ended the conversation at that, and later my fiance found out and got pissed at me. Valid.
Yeah.
Like,
we're both speechless.
I understand if it was just that they're friends and not like good friends, but she's their godmother. Like,
And I hate, oh my god. My skin crawled when she said you're religious BS.
yeah. You
That's
good coffee?
Up.
Why you don't like that, huh?
That is so fucked. Oh, that it? Was there more?
That's it.
Yeah, you're the asshole.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she... So, sometimes I feel like you have to remember that you're trying to feel like if it's not whether they did is right or wrong, it's whether they're the asshole or not. I'm not saying that the fiance had to go to this. But the way she went about telling the future sister-in-law that she won't be there, and how she said, oh, I should be top priority, and oh, your, like, religious bullshit doesn't matter. That's what makes her an asshole, is how she handled it. I'm not saying she has to be, like, required to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
like,
not with the migraine rebel. I'm sorry. I love you.
No. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, most of the comments are like, you're an asshole. Somebody was like, his ex-wife is the ... godmother of ... the child whose birthday it is ... and you want her ... uninvited ... because you don't like her because she's amicably divorced or ... potentially soon to be husband. Am I reading this right? You're the asshole.
Right.
Like, yes, you are the asshole. Oh my gosh, we finally got one that you're the asshole.
Yes.
There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh. That one was small, but there was so much in it. Like, it only took up like half of my browser. In comparison to the other ones that like took up the full part of the browser. Like, I'd have to scroll to look at even the first comment.
I got one with a really weird title.
Okay.
So it says... Can I tell you it?
Yeah, tell the title, but I'm gonna wait a minute for the last prediction to finish out before I put the prediction up.
Well, also, let's talk about it before we decide if we want to do this or not.
Okay.
This one's a would I be the asshole? Would I be the asshole for wanting to kick a hobosexual out of my house? It says hobosexual.
So they're like hobos?
It's just what it says, hobosexual. I don't know if it's a typo or if it's a kink or something. I don't know. It's a little long. It's not. They have a timeline and everything, so it's very organized.
Okay.
But I don't even know what that is. Maybe
Would you mind sending me when you do them, because it's easier for me to hear and focus if I can read it.
I know, that's why before I was thinking that we would show it on stream, but for everyone to be able to have that too.
Yeah. I know, but when I see it on
chat.
TikTok a lot, I don't always see... Yeah, you can put it in chat. Like, for some reason, like, on there, I don't have to worry about it as much, but...
It's probably because we're not professional.
Oh yeah, that's not too bad. They have like bolded and
Yeah, like it's just like
like
organized.
this person is like, I do Reddit as a job.
Okay, so
Okay,
this
yeah,
one's
let's
still
do that
going.
one.
Okay, hold on, let me copy and paste the thing too. So when it says DB, when it says like that WIBTA, it's would I be the asshole?
Okay.
And I'll pin it. Would I be the asshole for wanting to kick a homosexual out of my house? Like there are so many questions. What is a homosexual? I don't know what that is.
Also, because it's bolded, I want to point out this timeline is 6 days.
Yeah.
Like, it is not a very long timeline, I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm very curious. Also, I understand that Josh is probably not answering me at all about, like, where he is and what's going on, because he's with his best friend. I totally get that, but also, like, he is just out in the world right now, and that gives me so much anxiety.
I totally understand.
Oh, coffee, you scared me. I did not feel you. Hi, baby. You want to lay up on my desk?
Because of how close I live to Lemon, whenever I hear like emergency, like if I hear like an ambulance or a fire truck, I always message him and just be like, "Are you okay?" And God forbid if he doesn't answer.
B and M are pretty far from each other on the keyboard for that to be a typo. So I think they just didn't want to be like found easy or something. I don't know. Like, I don't think they wanted it to be like marked with, I don't know.
Do you think it actually means homosexual?
I would assume so.
I'm only voting no for the points.
I think Josh is here. I just heard the door. Speak of the devil.
He heard you.
I would say that this person is the asshole. Because they're specifically pointing out that they're...
I guess
you know...
Yeah.
Yeah, getting flagged or something. Like, I think that was what it was. So...
Okay, ready?
Yes. We have some votes on both sides, so... And it's closed.
My 21 female, so the poster's 21 female. Housemate, 21 female. Met her new love interest, 21 male, Rob, about a week ago. The first time they formally met in person, he came over at midnight with a duffel bag and has not left for a week.
Okay, so no, they mean hobo. Okay.
That's what I thought, yeah. Every day has a different excuse for why he couldn't leave. Like it being too late to go or there being a storm when there wasn't. And he has been fully moved in with us. Me, Amy, and our third housemate, also 21, female, since day 3. Some quick background. Amy and her ex broke up 2 months ago. She says that she wasn't sure if she was ready for a new relationship, but has fallen for Rob. All 3 housemates are uni students and we're renting as 3 people as defined in our lease. Okay, so now they have a timeline, all right?
Okay.
Day 1. Rob comes over at midnight with a duffel bag and a 6-pack of beers. Amy claims he had no intention of sleeping over the first night. They talk about until 6 a.m. in the living room. He doesn't want to leave because it's really late, so Amy tells him to sleep on the couch. He agrees, but then asks to see something in her room, and they had discussed earlier. They go upstairs, and he falls asleep, so they spend the night together in her room. He drank at least 3 beers. Okay, that's day 1. Day 2, Rob leaves at 4 p.m. for work. He comes back at night claiming that a train broke down due to the weather and he can't make it back to his place, as he lives relatively far away and does not have his own car. To our knowledge, there were no public transport breakdowns and weather was fine. Day 3. Amy tells us that Rob's uncle, whom he was staying with, is kicking him out because he believes that he was staying with his abusive ex-girlfriend. Day 4. Amy and Rob bring his stuff over. He is told the garage code, and we're told he intends on staying here until his mom convinces his uncle to take him back, which could be, who knows how long that would
Forever.
be. Yeah. Amy says he has other friends, but they are not that close, and he doesn't want to bother their families by staying over. Okay. He makes money from his job, $700 in 3 days, and can afford a motel. They just don't want to. For context, he is currently taking a break from his police diploma and working as a cook.
Who makes $700 in 3 days as a cook?
I don't know. Day 5, we stage an intervention and ask for the next steps. We say our parents are uncomfortable with a stranger moving in. We get the same story about them not having options. Day 6, today we are lost. And then there's a little bullet list. Rob's red flags. He has not
Can you hold on for a
stopped
second?
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, so what do you guys think so far? Obviously he meant homosexual, or she meant homosexual when she wrote this. Which I think is such an interesting word to use. Why would you use that word? Why would you use that word? That's like weird.
Sorry, the music like stopped and it said it was going on one of our echoes.
Oh.
And I don't know why it switched, but I thought maybe they were trying to listen to music. And I just wanted to be like, hey, you can't do that.
Okay, so this last part is Rob's red flags, which is the guy that's moving in or whatever. He has not stopped drinking since he arrived, and there are several piles of beer cans in our house. No one in our house drinks. Rob wanted to see Amy as soon as she arrived after the winter break. His uncle kicked him out shortly after. We are wondering if he just needed a place to stay, and this worked out strangely conveniently. And Amy has not been getting enough sleep or eating or going to all her classes since this began. We are concerned for her well-being. Would I be the asshole if I told Amy Rob has to leave tonight?
No.
This was posted 4 hours ago.
What you do that? I think this goes back to like you don't just bring cats into your house without talking to the people you live with. Like you don't have a whole person start living with you.
And they're and this is also like they're all units. They are uni students.
Yeah, this isn't like somebody staying the night once or twice a week.
They're 21-year-old females, all 3 of them.
Yeah,
so they're young. I mean, Rob is 22. He's not much older, but still. And like they don't know. Amy barely knows him, and the other two don't. It's like it's defined in their lease that they have 3 people. They didn't even talk to her about it. He's drinking at their place, which the other people don't do.
Yeah.
Like the entitlement that you can just let this new boyfriend live with you.
Yeah. You don't
and
like it'd be different if they were like visiting. Yeah, if like they were just there for a few days, like every few nights they came over and stayed the night or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or even like came over early one day, stayed the night and hung out all day the next day. But like they're up to 6 days.
Mhm.
Like
and they're saying that they're going to move in. They're like
they're going to move in indefinitely.
Mhm. So mom convinces uncle take him back. Is that even happening? Is that even real?
Yeah.
And like the parent mentioning like they sat down with them and they were like, we say our parents are uncomfortable with a stranger moving in.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big concern. And something's going on because, like it said, they said Amy's not been eating as well and getting enough sleep. And she stopped going to her classes.
Yeah, I think they're the asshole. Or not the asshole.
Yeah. Because they're asking, would I be the asshole if I told Amy that Rob has to leave?
This was posted 4 hours ago. Oh, there's an update in the comments.
Oh, that's just the. Are you talking about the OP offered an explanation? Are you talking about that one?
Oh, yeah.
That's on all of them.
Oh, okay.
That's just saying that they said why they feel like it's just an explanation of why they feel like they might be the asshole. So it says, we want to tell Amy that Rob needs to be out tonight too. We don't know if we are being too harsh and inconsiderate of Rob's situation. He is going through a tough time, having been kicked out of his place and recently going through a breakup with an abusive ex, and Amy seems really happy with him. Everyone's saying not the asshole.
Yeah, somebody said change your garage code.
Someone said not the asshole. This might, however, become a bigger problem. If you're lucky, it is done with telling her he needs to leave. If not, and she is already too manipulated by him, you might need the cops and or landlord.
Yeah, I don't think they would be the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Woo!
You got another one picked?
Sorry, Josh is giving a tour of the house, and there are things in the bathroom that are not put away.
Oh.
Okay, I do have another one picked.
Okay.
So this one it's the other one. So am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law she needs to relax her rules if she wants me to keep babysitting?
Interesting.
So I guess grandparent, I'm assuming it's mother-in-law, is asking this question.
Am I an asshole for telling my
daughter-in-law?
Yeah. Am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law she needs to relax her rules if she wants me to keep babysitting? Yeah. I think the answer is yes.
Because the at the end of the day, the parent is the person who gets to make all the choices when it comes to their child. Like, a grandparent should not be able to just come in and be like, you know, the whole I know best bullshit. It's like, sorry, I came out traumatized, so...
Like, the babysitter is supposed to follow the daughter-in-law, like the mother, I'm sorry, the babysitter is supposed to follow the parents' rules. The babysitter does not decide the rules.
Right.
You know? Go for it. You never know. It could be, like, way too much. It could be, like, worrisome.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's situations in which I think if it's, like... I think also the rules have to be, like, what is the rules for, like, the parent? Like, what if one of the rules is, like, mother-in-law is not allowed to go to the bathroom without carrying the baby in her arms to the bathroom?
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? Like, what if it's something ridiculous? Like, they're, like, so paranoid about the baby being alone for even a minute They're
Yeah.
like, you have to carry the baby in the bathroom when you go piss.
Or if it's like a kid and it's like no snacks ever, and the kid's like complaining about being hungry,
Yeah.
and you gave the kid something to eat, and then
Okay.
the other one got mad. So it could go either way.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Exactly, Scott.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, okay. This one's kind of short, too. So, am I the asshole for telling my daughter-in-law she needs to relax her rules if she wants me to keep babysitting? I'm looking for a second opinion. That's already a bad choice. I have,
Uh-oh.
like, like, that's what they said. I'm looking for a second opinion. You're gonna post it on Reddit because you can't trust anybody else in your life to...
Right.
Okay. I have always been close with my son and daughter-in-law and think we have a really good relationship. They live just a mile down the road, so we are together quite a bit. Babysitting has started to cause some friction, though, and I want to make sure that I'm being reasonable. My son and daughter-in-law have a 3-year-old little boy that is as sweet as can be. My son works Monday to Friday, and my daughter-in-law is a stay-at-home mom. I babysit my grandson 2 days during the week so that daughter-in-law can have a break and typically one evening/night on weekends for them to have a date night. My
Nice.
daughter-in-law has this rule that she wants to be there for any first. Okay. That my grandson does. I get the thought, or I get that though her definition of first is very broad, not just like first trip to the zoo, but first trip at a new park, first time seeing a new TV show, first time playing with a toy, etc. I personally think the restrictions are a tad over the top, but her her rules, and I have no problem respecting that. The issue happened the issue happens in that she doesn't do any of these first. I'm really not sure what they do all day when they are home, but everything I ask to take my grandson to do, she says is a first. That she wants to be there for, but then she doesn't do it. It's made it so babysitting is a lot of just sitting at my house with nothing to do and my grandson is bored. So the other day I told her that I think it would be a good idea for her to relax the first rule a bit so that I could take my grandson to do some things while I am babysitting. She did not like that and said that I am trying to take memories and special moments away from her. I'm not trying to overstep, but a bored 3-year-old with no way to burn off energy is a lot to handle, and so I told her I don't know if I could babysit as frequently with the rules how they are. She accused me of blackmailing her. Am I the asshole here? I wish I could know, like, what things she wanted to take him to do.
Well, he even said she can't watch a new TV show.
Yeah, which I don't think is okay.
That's insane. Can't play with a new toy.
Like,
and I don't think she's an
yeah.
asshole because she's not even saying, like, you're awful for wanting to be that way. She's like, I can't babysit. If that's the rules, I can't babysit. Like, I don't feel like it's a blackmail. I think it's I can't babysit if these are the rules.
Yeah, because at 3 years old, they need to be doing something. Like, if this was a baby, 1, maybe 2, you could stick with being at home.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very gracious of this grandmother to be babysitting 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Because she does 2 days during the week and then 1 night on the weekends.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's like, I understand, I fully believe that a stay-at-home mom is a big job, but like, if first are so important, why aren't you planning zoo trips or kids museums or like whatever? Like,
yeah. So then the kid can do it again with the grandma too.
Yeah. Like, it sounds like she thinks this is a big deal, but then not doing them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think she's the asshole. We've really been picking all the ones where they're not the asshole.
Yeah, but this one was surprising.
This one was.
Oh, I hadn't found one yet.
That's okay.
I got distracted. La la la.
Oh my god. Am I the asshole for
What?
canceling my niece's trip so I can go on one with my boyfriend?
What? Oh my god, I just saw the one you told me about that you just did. The daughter-in-law
Okay.
one.
There's one that I do want to read. Only because this outcome almost happened to us. Me and Josh.
Okay.
So it says, am I the asshole for uninviting my parents from my wedding because of what they said about my fiance?
Oh.
So we had a whole issue during our wedding where we were very limited on who we invited. Like, we almost didn't invite our own grandparents because we were trying to limit so much who was coming. And Josh's grandmother, her husband at the time, didn't want to go or wasn't going to go or whatever. And so she would have to drive herself, and it would be in the evening. So she was just going to bring a cousin so that she wouldn't have to drive. And nobody cleared this by us in the first place. And Josh's parents at first were saying they were not willing to drive her. And I mean, I was willing to go pick her up on my wedding day. Because I was like, no, because I'm not going to have a cousin in the pictures and everybody be like, who is this? Why are they there?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie either. And be like, oh, she's just one of my best friends. I'm not going to do it. So Josh's parents almost didn't come to our wedding. Because we wouldn't budge. Like, we didn't know they were actually coming to the wedding till they came. So, did you find one you want to do first? Or do you want me to do this one?
Oh, I thought you were gonna do that one.
Oh, okay, let me post it.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I mean, I'm looking, I just...
There we go. Let people vote on that one and then give you a chance to pick it out.
I'm inviting my parents for my wedding. I want to say no.
I want to say no too. But, like, I feel like there's things that they could say that could be an issue.
Yeah, like, what if the parents are warning you about, like what did they say?
Yeah.
'Cause I think that makes a big difference. Like, was it a huge, offensive, horrible thing? Or was it, like, them warning you about something that maybe you should listen to? Or was it just some, like, joke or, like, a small thing that's not really important?
Yeah.
And what's, like, your relationship with your parents? Like, there's a lot of different, like...
Yeah.
things.
Like, what's your relationship with your parents and what's your fiance's relationship with your parents? Like, are they close?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I wonder if Lemon Boy fell asleep.
Maybe. Okay, so I, 23 female, have been dating Noah, 25 female, for more than 3 years now. So, like, most of her adult life. We met through friends. He's truly the love of my life. Admittedly, my parents never liked him because I was only 19 while he was 22. I admit this is natural, and we gave them plenty of time to trust him. Like, she's saying I understand that that's normal, like, for them not to like an older guy.
Yeah.
It's only 3 years, though. Like, and they definitely could have both been in college.
Yeah.
You know, and met.
Mm-hmm.
They also wanted me to marry someone more polished. That's the word they used. Like, she put in parentheses, that's the word they used.
Mm-hmm.
Noah is not Catholic, nor is he from a wealthy background. He also has tattoos, which is a pretty big sin for my family.
Oh my god.
I knew my family was pretentious like that, but I never thought they'll berate me for choosing my own life partner. Noah is more successful than me, and he takes care of me more than anyone else. My brother used to tell me that my parents thought I was going through my rebel phase later in life because I never used to go against their wishes before. This is true, but I explained to them that it's because I don't know or didn't know I had a choice. They thought I'd break up with him eventually. So parents think that this is her rebellion and she's gonna break up with him. Like, this isn't serious.
Yeah.
So they didn't even try to really care at the beginning. A few months ago, I found out that I'm pregnant. Oh no, and they're Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
It was not planned at all, but Noah and I used to talk about family way before this, about a family way before this. So even though things are happening a lot earlier than we planned, we wanted to go ahead with it. Soon after Noah proposed as well. He hosted a dinner for both our families and told them the news, and this is where things got out of control.
Oh, God.
I didn't want to shock them, so my brother had also told them that I was engaged, but I wanted to tell them about the pregnancy face to face. I don't get to see them much since they live far away, and this was special for me. But this is one of the reasons I feel like I'm the a-hole. I feel like maybe I put too much pressure. Anyways, they saw the ring and pretended to be okay with it. After we got started eating, and they were continuously making snide remarks. Okay? Like how could Noah afford such a ring, or that it was fake. Now Noah is not a person to take Noah is not a person to take shit, and after a lot of comments, he told them that if they had the class they showed with their money, my name, so she didn't want her own name in there, wouldn't have to be scared of telling them she's pregnant. Okay. To say they were shocked is an understatement. My mother started to cry. My dad started fighting with my mother-in-law about Noah trapping me. I was so stressed and scared, they just kept shouting. Noah told them to get out, but before leaving, my mother told me to get rid of it. I couldn't believe that she said that, or what she said. I still didn't say anything. I was shocked. The next day, when they called, I told them they were uninvited from the wedding. They were okay, even said they were free of a burden. But after a week, they called, apologized, and said that missing their only daughter's wedding would be devastating. But I shouted a lot that day. I called them names, and I just lost it. It's been a while, no contact. I overthink a lot nowadays, hormones, I guess, but I want to know. What if I explained the pregnancy before they got shocked? Maybe if I told them instead of Noah, I don't know. They have given me everything, my entire life, my education, everything. Am I the asshole? No.
No. They're the asshole.
They're the
Their
assholes.
parents are assholes. I understand that part of it is tricky because of, religious beliefs. But
when you put your religious beliefs over your parents or over your children, I think that's unacceptable.
Also, for them to say get rid of it?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And, oh my god. To just freak out like that, at a public thing, and for them to, say what they said. Trap. They said that, he trapped her.
Yeah. No. And it sounds like they weren't even, hadn't even sent out invites yet, so.
They were announcing their, they were celebrating being engaged.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Okay, I found, a crazy title one. I think it's a crazy title.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm sorry, I was also eating. Am I the asshole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage?
No.
Right? right. Like, what?
Because I'm
You have to
like,
hear the
why is
story.
mother-in-law there? Sounds like mother-in-law invited herself on a trip that she's not supposed to be at.
I just read that and I was like, I need to know this story.
Oh my god. Okay, we'll probably do yours and then probably rate out.
Okay.
But,
Coolio.
oh, of course, Lemon's here right now.
Look at
Lemon,
the
you've
title.
heard such good stories. You've missed them.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? Yeah, you missed all the cat ones.
I had done some married ones.
You missed all the cat ones.
I just saw this other one that I might have to read myself just to read it. It says, am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend who's always lived with his parents that I won't live with him until he lives on his own for 6 to 12 months?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You're good, Lemon. We're just giving you
A hard time. Okay. What are people thinking? No, he's not. They're not the asshole. Oh, wait, no. That's not what I'm looking at. Did I start the next one?
No, it's mine. Oh, no, you didn't start the next one, no.
Okay, you want to read the title again just so people can...
Yes, am I the asshole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. Because, like, I've seen so many, like, mother-in-law ones that are, like, excuse me, sorry, I have a burping. Like, the mom is way too involved. Like, mama's boy kind of situations.
Someone put 100 points in yes. You can, by the way, when you're voting, you can add more points. It's like right under it, it says predict with custom amount.
Yeah.
The more points there are in a thing, the more you win from it. So, if you feel really strongly with one, you can put like a ton of points in and potentially win big. Or everyone else wins big when they take your points. I hope. What did you end up eating, Lemon? What did you end up eating?
I'm wondering what they had to go to the store for.
Food.
Well, I mean, like, did they not have something at home that they wanted to eat, so they had to go to the store?
Yeah.
Ooh, chicken.
Oh. I should probably have like a real dinner before I go to bed.
Have what?
A real dinner? Like I had all these snacks. But I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
before
I haven't
go to
had a
bed,
real
I should have,
dinner
like,
either. I think I should,
Okay.
too.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Bum, 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 bum. It's a little long, but it'll be okay. Hello! I don't know where to begin. It's been an absolute nightmare recently, and I feel like I was losing my sanity. So for more detail... Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, that's an update. Wait, what? How do I see the original?
Hi, Cookie.
Oh, I don't know where the original is. How do I find the original? Am I stupid? Am I just high?
I don't know.
Probably. Oh, there's the original right there. What?
I was just reading some different titles in case I needed to pull one up.
Okay. So here is the. I'll read you the original and then we can read the update.
Okay.
I, female 30, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day one, she tried to make remarks and compare me to her. Even then, tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I do and sometimes even copying me. Like the one time when she literally dyed her hair purple just like mine, and when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she actually blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. Okay. So, anyways, my husband and I took 2 weeks off work to go visit some places out of the country, tourism, in other words. Thing is, I was the one who saved up for and arranged for the trip. My husband was responsible for booking the tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come along and threw temper tantrums when I said no. She called, texted, sent people to talk to me into letting her come, even threatened to call the police and make some complaint up to get us to stay if she can't come. My husband said we should just take her, but I told him he was wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum. And said he wouldn't go if she can't come, and I told him I'd gladly call his bluff, which made him take his word back and say, "Fine, I will tell her to stop it because we won't take her." Things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me and was looking left and right like he was looking for someone. I asked him, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area, and first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. I froze on my spot. I felt a cold wave washing over me, and I was fuming inside. She and my ex-husband, or I'm sorry, not ex-husband. She and my not yet anyway. She and my husband were hugging. That's when I quietly turned around and started walking towards exit. My husband followed me while shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off the hardest way possible. I told him off the harshest way possible. He tried to say I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyway, and I should let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told him he and his mom could still go and that I was going home. I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur, for several minutes. Turned out he booked her a ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. I told him he caused this to happen. He said that I was being so hard on his mom, it's ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but he kept on berating me, then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and that it was because of me. My family said I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy. Did I really overreact? No.
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 He went and did she? I'm sorry. Did she say where they were going?
They said it was to visit some places out of the country.
So these aren't cheap tickets.
Mm-mm.
So not only did he lie to her, like, and he like very flat out lied, like, okay, we won't bring her. Like, he spent a significant amount of money without saying anything
Right.
and just hoped that she'd be okay with it.
I'm just like,
The only thing would have made him the bigger asshole is if he went on the trip without her.
yeah. But I don't know. Because when he came back, he's been berating her and calling her pathetic. I don't know. That's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad, but I still think he would have been more of an asshole if he went on the trip and then came back and was like, well, you missed out on some fun, so. You know what I mean? Because it sounds like he'd be like that. He would come back and be like, oh, we did all these great things, and you could have been there and just gotten over the fact that my mom wasn't there, or my mom was there, and enjoyed your time. Like, he would have been like that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the update?
Yeah, so the update, okay. Hello, I don't know where to begin. It's been an absolute nightmare recently, and I feel like I was losing my sanity. So, for more details about my situation, I have to admit that my husband's mom favors him over all his siblings. This affected his relationship with them and me as well. He's never seen an issue with how differently his mom treats him. It bothered me and made me feel uncomfortable. The whole dynamic made me feel uncomfortable. Going low contact has never even been an option. Like, he has to see her or call her every day. Most of his siblings don't talk to him, and I 100% believe it's because of his mom's favoritism, like I said. He does bear some blame for not seeing how wrong this is till this day. In many instances, I found myself making excuses for his behavior. Even in my post, I did it spontaneously and didn't. I don't know why. I think she meant subconsciously, but whatever. But I guess it's because of how much I love him and because I really, really wanted to be able to with work this type of things out without letting them affect our marriage. Regarding what happened about the trip, he tried to have a talk with me, and most of what he said came from place of blame towards me. I just couldn't continue with this argument. I told him I needed space and that I would be going to stay with my sister for a while. He didn't take it well. He literally got up from the couch and opened the door, telling me to go right then. In that moment, and seeing how he was still not even anywhere near understanding what he had done just made things perfectly clear to me. I just had pictured years and years of my life being lived like that, and I was like, no, I can't do it. Can't take any more of it, especially when he keeps focusing on being right every time. His mom can do no wrong. I'm always the aggressive, crazy, jealous, pathetic overreactor. All these people's opinions, advice, and concerns were like a spark, like the wake up call I really needed. Though I wish that it didn't get this far, but that's what's done is done. Right now, I'm staying with my sister. I brought my dog with me as well. He sent me his last message telling I'm the one choosing to end what we had together, but I believe it's the other way around, especially with how he keeps making his mom the victim in this situation. It's become clear now that we keep going in circles with no end in reach, and I'm just so exhausted and overwhelmed. I'm not mad at him and I don't expect him to change, but at least I'm given options to decide what's best for me and my future, even if it's separation and divorce. A big thank you to those who reached out with resources that I feel very, very lucky to have come across. Just wanted to give you an update since many of you asked for it.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're the
Yay!
asshole at all.
Yay!
Like,
She left it, or she's probably leaving him, or at least she's
yeah,
thinking
that's
about
good.
herself first.
It worries me that her parents were also like, you should have just went. Like, they feel very like, you should
Yeah.
always listen to your husband kind of people if they said that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't know. Like, and I like that she pointed out that they feel like they have to see each other or talk to each other. Because, like, I talk to my mom almost every day, but I don't feel like I have to talk to my mom every day.
Yeah.
It's just, no, yeah, she's definitely not the asshole. And I'm glad to hear that she's not staying with him.
I was like, what the heck?
I hate to be like trying to end fast, but I snoozed the ads as long as I could.
Oh my god.
And they're gonna start in a minute and a half.
This is the second time you've done this.
Where I like snoozed it as long as possible.
And then you had to raid really fast.
I know, but I just
timer.
I don't want to put people in ads before we leave, you know.
I know.
But I do have somebody picked out. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a Blue Mix friend. She's somebody I've been lurking in a lot lately. So I think you guys would love her. They're playing a farming sim called Dinkum. It looks very Minecraft to me. Honestly. Like, because it's, like, square. But it's also, like, rounded edges and, like, more detailed. So, but thank you guys so much for being here. I did post in Discord that we're supposed to have a hard freeze in the next few days. So Texas is not built for that, so there's a good chance I will lose power. So, but I love you guys, and thank you so much for being here. Please go follow Kelly and check out her stuff as well. I will see y'all later. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.